Truly, I have struggled as a mom, and I wish I would have known this sooner. In my journey, I have always loved the idea of just like cozy living, just cozy motherhood, being a gentle mom and getting into gentle parenting, just really being like a sweet and kind mother. You might hear my son in the background, he's playing with his toys, but anyways, I think the thing to remember is that there is a lot of pressure when it comes to motherhood. I learned that if I couldn't have peace within myself, or learning just the act of peace in general and kindness and patience, I knew that nobody in this house could be happy. And like, if I'm not making myself happy, obviously my family is not going to be happy, because it really is an energy thing. Like, when you think about it, when you don't have good energy, you can literally feel it. I can be in a room full of people and I can feel the ones that stand out, because maybe someone is unhappy, maybe someone is just having a really bad day, someone's angry, whatever the case, like that energy truly portrays out, and it's such an ugly feeling. And so the same goes with motherhood. Like, if you don't know how to self-regulate or handle yourself in the most loving way, your family is going to feel that. And something that I also learned throughout this journey is that children are literally just learning. And so they're gonna make mistakes. There are gonna be tons of mistakes, you know, there are gonna be tantrums, there are gonna be like big feelings. And something that I've been learning with is like patience, you know, and throughout this journey, because there's so many different phases when it comes to your child's life, your children's life. And if you are reacting in a way where they don't feel safe, things are going to triple. What I realize is, like, sometimes children are going to have a tantrum. They're going to feel unwell. They're going to feel upset, you know, so many different feelings that they're having, and they might outburst, and it might feel very piercing, and you might feel like, oh my gosh, like I can't even handle this right now, you know? All these things test us in the way of becoming a better mom, becoming a more patient person, becoming a more just a person of patience. Okay, so I'm literally rambling, but like, just because someone has a tantrum, your child has a tantrum, they're feeling like sick and they want just like nurturing moments, they want hugs, they want kisses. Maybe they're just like screaming because something happened and they come to you for safety. And I realized that our peace is literally their peace. Like, everything that they're learning, they are learning through us. And there's been moments where I've overreacted, where I couldn't even contain myself, where I kind of just like did things in a way that probably just, I could have handled things a different way. I had to say sorry. I had to be the one to be like, you know what? How would I feel safe? And if I were a child, how would I feel safe, you know? Let me just say, like, mentally, I had to prepare myself for all of these stages, because the newborn stage, toddlerhood, to just growing into like a child, every stage has been like this evolution for me, where it's like, wow, I went through that. I conquered that. I made a lot of mistakes, but I also learned a lot. I learned how to just voice myself down, how to have an easy kind of have an easy tempoed kind of voice, learning how to set like these boundaries in a healthy way, learning how to self-regulate myself, calming myself down, taking a breather, maybe taking a moment, maybe expressing myself to my child or my family, like, hey, you know, this is not okay, or this is how I'm feeling. Why are you feeling this way? Like, just questioning everything, and maybe letting my child speak as well, not speaking over my child, and just having like these moments of expression. So my child, man, he is just big in his emotions. He's still obviously very young and in his early developmental stage. And so I actually purchased therapy cards. So like different cards and learning about our emotions. So there is literally a card for every emotion, every scenario. And right now I'm in this stage of my life where My child is very expressive, very just a strong-willed child, very just energetic, has a lot of energy. And so it's something that I had to kind of learn about myself. Like, what could I do? What kind of tools could I, help my son with? Like, how can we be more communicative? How can we talk more? How can we sit more? How can I mentally prepare my son for XYZ? Literally, I just had to sit down with myself through each phase. How do I want to be as a mom? How do I want to feel? How do I want things to look in the next couple of years? Am I being that mom that I want to be? Like, really just reflecting. And I like to reflect a lot at nighttime, and it's usually when I have like the most quiet time. But I wish I would have like learned this at a way earlier stage, is just like, hey, how can I self-regulate myself in the healthiest, best way for me? And what does patience mean? What is something that you needed as a child, and reflecting about even my own childhood, and really just reflecting on that. So yeah, that's something, just food for thought. And if you're really like in this beginning stage of motherhood, or you've been a mother for quite some time, it's just a good reminder to think about. And think about like, what kind of mom do you want to be, and are you fulfilling that? And does it feel good? And where are the struggles? And how can you get through those struggles? So for me, I take my time. I really just decompress, and I self-analyze all the time. And so that's something that I really needed to hear early on. And this is something that I want to spread to my mama friends on here, to parents in general, because I think we need to hear this. So thank you for tuning in today. I hope you subscribe to the channel so we can chit chat more on, just motherhood. I'm off to take my son to his piano class. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for being here.